Well. Look at me now. I got a mystery package in the post. And in that package, there was this amazing hat. And there was also many other things. Because, you see, I started doing this thing about a month ago. I'd been meaning to do it for maybe years. But like, I'd been meaning to send mail. So I sent mail and I posted things and I put trinkets in envelopes and I got cheesy postcards and I sent them all over the world. And I walked to the post office, which is about a few miles away. And I walked to the post office with my stick and my bag. And I went there and posted mail. And I put little presents in the post all over the world for midwinter. Now I am reaping the benefits because now my pen pals all over the world are posting me stuff. And that's wonderful. Including this hat. And you won't believe this. This fucking thing. Look at that. What the absolute, what the fuck? How amazing is that? A dagger, a beautiful dagger. And my friend in Serbia sent me them, along with a beautiful photograph and some Serbian chocolate. And I'm just like, this is a virtuous circle. Because if we keep circling around and posting things, there is no end to that. But there's something else, actually. Those of us who are posting stuff to each other, we remember what it was like back when there was just the post. Because we're in our 40s, we're Generation X, we're old, huh? But the thing I wanted to talk about today was younger people. Because over the last few days, I had the opportunity to spend time with some younger people. Younger people. I'm a teacher, and I teach in university, and I teach, college students, 18, 19, 20, up to about 24, 25. I taught in high school recently, like for a few years. So, 16, 17, 18-year-olds. And the kids are all right, The kids are all right. They are amazing. They are brave. They are beautiful. They have so much to handle right now. And they are willing to take it on. And they are willing to try. And I find it, despite everything that is going on, they are willing to try, to fail better, and maybe one day to succeed. And sometimes I look at them, and I look at us and who we were at their age, and I think, wow, we were so solipsistic, we were so lost in the contemplation of our own ironic sadness. They don't have time for that, They don't have time for that shit. They are too busy saving the world to be sad. They are too busy saving the world. It doesn't mean they're not sad. They are. And the other night, I went to a tattoo studio and I got a tattoo. And it was from the most incredible young woman who goes by Louve du Diable. That is the she-wolf of the devil. Look her up on Instagram. Louve du Diable. Louve Diable. Louve du Diable. Her life is like a crazy goth soap opera. And her persona online, actually I found very intimidating. Like I found very a bit frightening, right? And she normally doesn't tattoo men. But I was like, okay, look, I have a thing, I have an idea. Can we do this, maybe? Because there's a tattoo that I had wanted. Yeah, I'm gonna have a look at it now. There's a tattoo that I had wanted for many years, and that was to get a triskel. You know, the three spirals of Manon MacLear on my left inner forearm. And I said to her, okay, Uv, I want a triskel, but I don't want you know, the typical kind of Celtic tribal art. I want it done your style. I want it done Art Nouveau and Baroque and dandy. And this is what she did. Is that not stunning? Is that not amazing? That's what she did. And so it turns out that her personality, when you met her in real life, she was just as badass as I expected. She was just as fucking cool as I expected. But she was also a lot warmer and a lot more funny and a lot more young. And she couldn't stop calling me monsieur and calling me vous, because I'm so old. And normally she just tattoos like super hot girls on the butt. But for me, she made an exception and she tattooed my arm. And she was laughing. She was like, yeah, I never do arms. It's always like stomachs and butts and thighs and stuff. And I was like, okay, cool. All right. And I was there at her studio, and she was there tattooing me. And there was like this other associate of hers, a friend of hers. This little sylph-like creature was tattooing another little sylph-like creature, just, you know, just quietly, like for 3 hours, just tattooing her with scenes from Greek mythology all the way up her arm. Icarus, Narcissus. And there was these two boys who came in who were just friends of hers because they, like, you know, run a restaurant locally. But like, they run a restaurant. They're 22 years old. Like, what the fuck? And they came in and they were so funny, and they were clowns, and they were laughing, and they were like making each other laugh so much and making all of us laugh so much. And they were looking at me going like, what the hell, monsieur? You're interesting. How did that happen? They were surprised because I was like an old person who was vaguely interesting. But I mean, it was really something. It was really something. And you know what? It made me feel like the kids are all right. And it made me feel like we should not be damning them, and we should not be condemning them. We should be just saying to ourselves, let the children boogie. If they want to hex the moon, if they want to do weird shit on Witch Talk, we should just say, you go for it. You fucking go for it with your bad selves. Because you are wonderful, and you are beautiful. You are the ones who will inherit this earth. So you should do what you want with it. And we should stay the fuck out of your way. And it was a beautiful thing to think that we should just stay the fuck out of their way. They are brave and beautiful. Generation Z, Zoomers, whatever you want to call them, people born since 2000, pretty much, 97, 98, they're quite something. If you don't know any, I recommend meeting some. I do not recommend trying to date them. We should absolutely not do that. But we should mentor them, and we should help them, and we should give them the benefit of all the shit that we went through, because they're the ones who are going to need it. Yeah. Much love to the young folks. Hey, all you young folks. You carry the spokes.